On this episode of Takedown with Chris Hansen,
got a drink for me?
Oh my God, you scared the crap.
I need to sit right over there, please.
things get hot in an Alabama kitchen, and one man is about to get burned.
Why even fuss with him? Why do you even come over here?
She said she was a different
She
age.
didn't say that. She said she was 15, Alex. I heard the phone call. I saw the messages, Alex.
Okay,
So you
what
can
did I say on
try
the
to
phone
jack
call?
me around all you want, but don't treat me like I'm stupid, because I've been doing this too long.
Hey everyone, Chris Hansen here. I hope you're enjoying this free full episode of Takedown. But there's something else you need to know. We have almost 100 new episodes on my streaming crime network, WatchTrueBlue.com. Use the code YouTube24 for half off your first month, or YouTube Year for $20 off a full year. We'll see you soon on True Blue. Not far from Birmingham, Alabama, is the location of my latest investigation into child predators. It's a joint task force with the Blount County Sheriff's Office and the Ghost Team from Genesee County, Michigan. And it's an investigation that has already drawn a lot of attention.
It's a way for me to make money, so it's like a win-win situation for me.
But one man who goes by the name of Alex reaches out directly to a detective posing as a 15-year-old girl after a sexually charged text conversation.
So where are you at? Like,
I'm in Cleveland. I'm at my house.
okay, I was just wondering like where I would go.
Yeah, to my house. No one's here. It's just me.
Okay. So would you like send me the address or what?
Yeah, I can send you the address. You're gonna come and not like stalk me or anything?
No, you're not gonna like get me arrested or like rob me.
Oh, hell no.
Okay. Yeah, just send me the address.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Is there any way you can send me a picture? I'll send you a picture or whatever. I don't care. Like.
Yeah, I don't send nudes, but I can send you a
Yeah,
picture.
you don't have to send a nude.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't do that. You can take them when you get here if you want, but I just don't send them.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, yeah, you want me to like touch my nose or something? Like anything like in particular? Like
Yeah, hold up 2 fingers, I guess.
like 2 fingers? Okay, I can do that.
Alright, cool.
Okay, I'll send you that and then I'll send you the address.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, see you soon.
Alright, bye.
Okay, bye.
I want to know more about the text chats that led up to the phone call. So Lieutenant Andy Snyder of the Ghost Team gives me a briefing.
Do we know anything about this phone?
He said he's 30 minutes away. He's in Coleman, Alabama. Asked if we were free tonight. At 6 o'clock, he said he was gonna take a shower and head that way. Asked where and how much. He was advised to be $140 for oral and vaginal sex. He says, I'm not a fat old weirdo, so no worries. I indicated the age at 15. He said, no, I can't do that. Sorry. And he said, where's the 19-year-old? I said, there's no 19-year-old, it's 15. He said, this is police. He says, this is police, ain't it?
So he said, I can't do this, no way.
Right.
This is police, ain't it?
Yeah. And I said, no, are you? He says, fuck no. You're saying stuff that could get someone in trouble, though. And you never said where you were. Then he said, call me. And then he said, I don't know where to go, LOL.
And does he reference the age anymore?
He doesn't. Right.
But it's clear he knows.
You just heard
she's
the
15.
conversation,
Right.
the phone conversation. He seemed pretty comfortable with that age.
Yeah.
And he asked for the address, so we gave him an address.
So if it's Coleman, he's probably 25 to 30 minutes away.
Right. So our decoy took a picture for him. So that's where we're at right now.
All right, good. All right.
The decoy, now wearing a blonde wig, invites him in.
Sorry, I thought you were just gonna come right up after we got off the phone. Sorry. No, you're good. Yeah, it's whatever, I guess. I left the water on though. I got cups out right there. Thank you. Can you just pour it in a glass for me real fast?
What do you want it mixed?
Yeah, I'll take it mixed. I like a heavy pour.
You have us?
There's a, You can use
And he makes himself right at home by getting ice to make himself and a 15-year-old girl cocktails.
Got a drink for me?
Oh my God, you scared the
I need you to sit right over there, please.
Do what? Who are you?
I need you to sit. I'll get to that in a minute. Just have a seat right over there.
Alex is about my height, but he's a little more muscular than I am. He tries to bow up to me, but as you may know by now, I don't get intimidated easily.
I understand that, but I need you to have a seat right over there. Do yourself a huge favor and have a seat right over there.
Okay.
All right. What'd you bring?
Apple Crown.
Apple Crown. Mm-hmm. What's your name?
Alex
Alex. What's your last name?
Johnson.
And Alex, what was your plan here tonight?
To hang out.
Hang out.
And what do you mean?
With whom?
Just with a girl.
With the girl. What's the girl's name?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No, I didn't have anything like illegal in mind. I made that clear
Yeah, you made that clear. How?
by like stating that.
What did you say exactly? Go easy with your pocket. I don't want.
Are you law enforcement?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Usually I'm the one to review the chat log, but in a surprise twist, Alex willingly gives me a play-by-play.
Boss, I said, okay, and I'm just coming over to hang out. So for the record, I'm giving you money to spend time with you, and as long as you're above 21, we can drink also. Cool.
Right, but this comes after some other sexually charged.
No, I said just to make it clear, there's nothing sexual
That was at the end of the chat. But earlier, Alex,
I've never made any comments about anything sexual.
there was talk of
No, I've never.
money for sex.
No, not for me.
Yeah,
Go back through the messages. And
I
look.
have them.
Good. Go back through them and look. Like I have.
But in his breakdown of the messages, he left out a few key details.
How old is this girl, Alex?
How old is she? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not
She told you she was 15, Alex.
I said I don't think she's 15. I said if you are, then I'm not going to drink with you.
No. You're going to the end of the conversation where you're covering the tail, is what
There's
you're doing.
nothing in here that I've never said anything wrong, dude. So I don't care. Like this is BS.
You don't care? All right, Alex, there's talk of oral sex.
No, there's
intercourse.
not.
I'm not a fat weirdo, so no worries. You say that.
Okay, so show me where I have said anything sexual. Like, please show me where I have said anything sexual. Like, literally, I made it clear that I was just gonna hang out with nothing sexual involved.
But she told you she was 15, Alex.
and I could tell that she wasn't 15, and I said, if
You could tell
are,
she wasn't
I said-
15.
I said, if you are underage, then we're not gonna drink or anything. Like,
She says 15, you say, I can't do that, no way. This is police,
yeah,
ain't it? You say you could get into trouble.
if by someone like acting like that, yeah. But that's why I said if she's not,
Why were you so nervous if you weren't going to do anything wrong?
because of people try to like rob people and stuff like
Rob people and stuff. Did you bring condoms with you, Alex?
that. No,
Not in your car.
no.
So you were prepared to have sex without condoms with a 15-year-old girl.
Dude, what are you talking about? When did I say anything about sex? Like, I would like to see your notes where I have mentioned one word about sex to anybody.
Did you bring money?
No.
Then why was there talk of you picking her up and going to the ATM machine to get money, to give her money? You just
Because I
came
told
over
her I
here
would give her money to hang out.
just to give her money to hang out.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
can't
said.
you can't find anybody to hang out. You see how this
can.
looks, Alex.
You see how this looks. Like, you're just trying to, like, trick somebody.
I'm not trying to trick anybody, Alex. You didn't have to come over here.
I didn't have to, but I did.
But
Like,
you
it's
did.
my business if I want to hang out with somebody.
How old are you, Alex?
That's none of your business either.
Well, I'm going to find out.
I mean, I don't care. Like, I haven't done anything, man. Like, can you please, like, show me in your notes where I have, like, whenever she said anything sexual to me, I turned it down. I said no. You'd have to, like,
You're covering yourself, Alex.
I said you'd have to see if you even like me first. Like, I've made all these things clear. in
There
all my
was,
messages.
what you did was try to cover your tail because you were coming over here to see a 15-year-old girl.
No,
She told you she was 15, Alex.
no. I'm not playing these games.
All right. What do you do for a living, Alex?
Is there anything that I've done wrong in my messages?
You came over here.
And I said if she
After
was,
a
and I said
sexually
if she,
charged
I said if she
conversation.
was underage, then I wasn't going to like drink with her or anything. Like, but I didn't think she was.
Well,
That's
why
what I
even
said in
take
my
why even
messages.
take that chance? Why even come over here tonight, Alex? After knowing
Well,
what
because
you
I
know,
want to. I like to like meet new girls that
meet 15-year-old
don't
girls. You
know
like
me
to,
in my town. Like,
yeah. What town are you from?
I mean,
Coleman. I'm gonna find out everything.
you can find out whatever. It don't matter. I haven't did anything wrong. Like,
We haven't
please,
done.
Like, please, like, show all of my messages. Like, I will read every message I've wrote. Like, every single one of them.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, what city you in? Just making sure. I live in Coleman. Okay, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm not a fat old weirdo, so no worries. We're at Cleveland. No, I can't do that.
What did she say that made you say I can't do that?
That she's 15.
Okay,
just wanted
she
to have
says
sex,
she's
and I said,
15.
no, I can't do that. So, like, you're trying to, like, say that I'm covering for myself, like, whenever I, like,
Why are
turn
you
down.
here? A girl said she's 15. There's talk of
she's
sex,
not,
and then you
because
show up.
Because I said,
with
no, you said you were 19.
booze.
And, like, dude,
Why would you say she's 19 when she says she's 15?
I'm still looking for the part where you're saying that I've done something wrong. Like, I don't care, dude. You can tell me you're a cat, and I can be like, okay, like, it doesn't matter, like, what you say if it's not true.
But Alex, you're here.
Okay.
She told you she was 15.
And
You
I
bring
said-
alcohol.
And I'd like to tell she wasn't 15. That's why I said it.
Well,
I was like,
that doesn't make any sense. How could you tell she wasn't 15? She said she was 15.
because for the pictures and like
Pictures.
yeah, like tattoos. Like
So what does that have to do with it?
no 15-year-old has tattoos.
How do you know that? There are 13-year-olds with tattoos.
Okay, man. This is like.
All right. Well, Alex,
This
here's
is
the
going
thing.
nowhere.
There's something you need to know. And that is I'm Chris Hansen. And we are doing stories on men who try to meet teens online.
Oh my God. No.
And there's some people who want to talk to you, Alex, so you may not want to go here.
On hearing my name and seeing my cameras, Alex tries to make a run for it. Big mistake, as nothing good ever comes out of running from me. The Blount County Sheriff's Office task force quickly apprehends Alex and gets him into cuffs. Once Alex is secured, the deputies sit him down across from me again. And from the sniffling and the tears, I don't think he's going to be as argumentative as he was before.
Is there anything else you want people to know? I mean, I'm all ears, Alex.
Read my messages. Didn't have any intentions of anything illegal.
Now, you seem to take a long time to get over here, and it would indicate that you were anxious, nervous about making this trip.
Yeah, because people try to rob people all the time.
Well, I think it's more than that. I think you were nervous because she said she was 15 and you had some ill intent here, is what it looks like.
There's no ill intent, man.
Well, I know, but you're here.
I said no. I said like you said you wasn't that. Like I could tell she wasn't 15. Like and
I know,
said
but
if
that's
she-
what doesn't make sense.
I
here.
said
Why
even if
even
she
take
wa-
the risk?
Why take the risk? I don't know, man. I
And
just
there's
wanted to
no
like.
girls your same age that you go see tonight on a Friday night here in
Yeah, I
Alabama?
have a girl that I'm like dating. I just
You're dating a girl.
yeah. I just wanted to like see somebody different. I don't know, like hang out.
But
That's all I
can't
want to
you
do is hang out
go
with
find somebody who's of age?
Yeah.
Somebody who doesn't tell you she's 15 years
Yeah, that's what I was
old?
gonna say. I was gonna like make sure she was over age.
Do you know
and
how many
drink.
times I hear that, Alex?
Why
Fellas
didn't you
who
like
come over-
give it a little bit longer and like see, like just let things play out, and you would have seen yourself.
We didn't know what kind of danger you presented. That's why.
Danger that I presented.
Yeah. You're the one who walked into a stranger's house carrying your apple crown,
I waited until I was invited.
Mm-hmm.
I waited until I was invited.
invited by a 15-year-old girl.
She's not 15.
Okay, but she told you she was. And that's the
No.
rub here, Alex. Why even fuss with it?
She said
Why
she
do
was
you
a
even
different
come over
age.
here?
She said she was a different
She
age.
didn't say that. She said she was
did.
15, Alex.
Did I
I
say
heard the
15?
phone call. I saw the messages, Alex.
Okay,
so you
what did
can
I say on the
try to
phone
jack
call?
me around all you want. But don't treat me like I'm stupid, because I've been doing this too long. So you might as well just come clean on this.
What are y'all doing on my phone? This is nuts.
The deputy taking Alex's possessions into evidence explains to him the process.
It'll be stored in evidence at the Blount County Sheriff's Office.
So no matter what, like, even if I did give you the code, it would be stored as evidence, what you're saying?
Yes, I mean, you can either give me the code or we're gonna take it and have it.
But
dumped.
even if I give you the code, you're gonna take it,
I'm
right?
gonna take it and have it dumped at one of the units for cell phone evidentiary purposes.
I mean, even if I give you the code, I'm not gonna get my phone. I just need to know. I just need to know my legal
You'll
options.
get your phone back. I'm not gonna take it forever.
I just need to know like my legal options right now. Like,
We'll get into that in just a second.
What Alex reveals next surprises everyone in the room.
the reason I knew that she wasn't 15 was because I like did like background work before I came over. Like,
What kind of background did you do?
like I looked up to see how old she was.
And how did you do that?
I used like the picture she sent me,
Right.
figured out who it was.
And who was it in
Cal.
reality?
Yeah, the picture she sent me was of a girl named. She's like 20-something years old.
I said, and how did you know this? Did you have some secret?
I'm a private investigator.
You're a private investigator. And what program did you use to trace back the picture?
Different ones.
Different ones. And what was the name? And where is it from?
I don't know, but that's how I like. Whenever she said this is her mom's house, that's how I figured it out. Is because this address was registered to that girl's mom's. So
Okay.
I figured that's who.
So you were able to use your private investigator skills and
To see that-
databases.
yeah, to see that she's like of legal age.
So the girl whose picture you had.
That's who I thought that I was gonna hang out with. Yeah.
Right. And how certain are you that this picture was of this?
I was like 100% sure.
100% sure.
Yeah.
And what database did you use?
I looked through different things to like check. I mean,
What
that's
kind of
who the
different
picture,
things?
That's who the picture is of.
Well, I don't think that's true, but
It
tell
is.
me
I mean,
why you think that.
what do I think? Because I like compared like things like she
Things
had like
like-
a so like you're wondering like how I like came to my conclusion of who I was
Yeah.
seeing.
Right.
So one of the things was, I started doing like the address she sent me. I started looking up this address to see who it
And
belonged to.
what did this address lead you to, information-wise?
I think the woman's name is. I believe so.
And how did you determine that owned this property?
Through the Blount County GIS mapping parcels, like it shows like who owns it.
And so you can access this on your computer.
Yeah, anybody can access it.
Anybody can.
Yeah.
And so this
Is the owner.
is the owner,
Mhm.
and her daughter
Is who the picture's of.
is who the picture of. And is how old?
I think it's like 24.
24.
Alex thinks he had it all figured out, but I've got news for him.
Yeah, something.
So
like that.
your private investigator skills led you to believe that you were coming over to see a 24-year-old girl.
Yeah.
But none of that's true.
What's not true about it?
There's no who owns this house. I know who owns this house.
It-
And it's not. So you can.
So that I'm telling you what it says on the Blount County GIS mapping. It says it's. It's
What
like
else
a
did?
corporation?
Corporation?
Owned by, I think it's owned by. I
Okay.
would have to like go back through it and look.
Right. And so you got a 24-year-old daughter.
I believe so.
You believe so?
I'm just. It's in 20s. I know that. I know I did my research.
You did your research. Here's what I don't understand, Alex, is that why a fellow like you would have to go through all this stuff just to meet somebody on a Friday night in Cleveland, Alabama. It seems like a lot of work and a lot of cover-up in order
It's really not.
to chase this fantasy of a teenage girl.
It's not a teenage. What do you mean? There was
The
nothing-
girl
there
told you
was-
she was 15.
There was no like searching for a teenage girl anywhere.
Well, she said she was 15, and here you are.
And I was like, no, like, I was like, no, like, I was like, that's
But
not
why
what you
would
said.
you
I was
not-
like, that's not what you said.
Okay, but
And-
here's the deal. Why wouldn't you just walk away from it or not show up? You're here. It defies logic, Alex. That's the problem here. Why does a guy who's a private investigator even take the risk of doing it? That's what I don't get. And so you need to explain that to me so I can understand it.
the logic of why I would do it, like,
Why would you mess with it? Unless you wanted to meet a 15-year-old girl. I don't
I
understand
don't.
that.
If there was any chance of meeting a 15-year-old girl, I wouldn't have came.
Then why did you take that risk?
Because there wasn't a 15-year-old girl gonna be here.
But they said they were 15.
I know, but you can say you're like a dog. Anybody can say anything.
Why take the risk unless you wanted to meet a 15-year-old girl? That's
You're
what
just
doesn't make sense.
Wanting me to want that.
I'm not wanting you to want it. I'm not the one who walked in the store with a bottle of whiskey.
But I even said, I was like, I wouldn't like not drink with you even if you're underage. And like, she's like, okay, like confirming like she's not underage. Like we had like already got past that. I just figured she was like trying to find somebody to like chase that fantasy or something, and it wasn't me.
But you showed up. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why even take that risk unless that's what you wanted to do? There's got to be 100 other places it felt like you could be tonight.
There is, man, but I just wanted to like not deal with anybody like somebody that I don't know. I don't know.
You're not giving me a great deal of confidence in your story, Alex.
Of me like wanting to get away from like the people I know and like just hang out with somebody that I'm not gonna see every day and like is gonna like talk to other people I know.
What's your girlfriend going to say about all this?
I mean, I don't know. If this stuff is aired, then like I'll probably ruin my whole life. Like, so
Right.
I don't know. You're painting me as something that I'm not.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
About what?
About anything. Your situation here.
I would just like for you to like read like everything that I've said, like me saying like that's not what I was coming over here for at all.
All right.
Like even when she kept coming on about it, I was like no, like you don't even know if you would like me. I was like, figure that out. I don't know. I just wanted to hang out with somebody. That's what she was sounding like she was wanting to do after I like let her know. Like she's like, okay, cool. I just want to hang out and drink. And I was like, that sounds good. Like that's the reason. Like I probably, if she would have kept on doing the like coming on strong with sex, I would have probably turned like not came.
But you did come.
Because because what I just said, she was acting like she wanted to just hang out and chill and drink.
Well, Alex, you should know that even chatting with and coming to hang out with a 15-year-old girl is illegal.
All right. Well, these folks are going to chat with you a little bit more. All right. I appreciate you talking to me. And they'll take it from here, okay? All right.
Come on, Bob, man. Yeah. What's your name? Mark.
After all that story, and me referring to him as Alex and him confirming that that's his name, seconds later when he's being led away by the sheriff's deputies, he says his name is Mark. So what am I to believe about the rest of the story?
Alex, whose real name is Mark, was led away by the Blount County Sheriff's Office and charged with traveling to meet a child to perform a sexual act. We'll keep you posted on the case against him. Mark's side hustle as a so-called private investigator is a bit ironic and is not lost on Blount County Sheriff Mark Moon.
He conducted the interview as if he was a fellow named Alex.
Right.
He also said he was a private investigator.
In the interrogator, in the questioning, he briefly mentions being a private investigator, but that he also works in the concrete business.
In the concrete business.
So to me, he came across as one of those who either wanted to be in law enforcement and never got hired, or never had an opportunity, or never really worked hard enough to get there. He did say that he tried to join the military some back, but they wouldn't accept him for some reason. That he said he couldn't get a top secret security clearance because he had too many speeding tickets. And I'm watching this takedown. I'm 23 years in the military. I'm still currently in the Alabama National Guard, and I understand how everything works. A few speeding tickets is not going to keep you out of the military. Right. And so, again, just more excuses of why I'm unsuccessful or why I don't have what I have. So I thought he used his private investigator card as, hey, look at me, I'm in law enforcement, or I'm somebody, I have some authority. When the truth of the matter is he probably didn't do that very often.
Was he actually a private investigator? Do we know?
He had an ID card. Right. We're checking into that to see if there's any legitimacy to it.
But he tried to tell me that he had done his research, that he had taken the picture of this decoy and had figured out it was a 24-year-old woman, which we know is hogwash.
Right. Now, I will say he was pretty smart. He did go to the Blount County mapping system that is available to the public, and once he got the address, he went to the address and did his research on the address and found previous owners. All the information he told you, plus all the things he told my investigator, was information about the people who owned this property prior to the person who owns it now. And he was trying to use that because a daughter of somebody who used to own this property, blonde-headed, looked similar in her. He even Facebook stalked her, found out some names and went on Facebook looking for these people. He claims that the picture that was sent to him on his text through the decoy was the person, a daughter of the person that used to live here before, but they may be blonde-headed, but that's probably the only similarity. It was definitely not the same.
There was no facial recognition technology, Absolutely. Nothing special that he could do as a private investigator that any other citizen.
Crazy how he, I tell people all the time whenever people are asking me questions about suspects or do you know those people, I go to social media and look them up because that's a fantastic investigative
tool. That's what we
do. So, and that's what he did. He went to social media.
He was just wrong about who it was in terms of the
wrong
girl.
Information based off of the previous owner of this property.
He has told the girl's 15 in the chat. Yep. And then he goes around and says, you're 21, right? I'll bring you alcohol and all this other stuff. It smacks to me of a fellow who knows what he's doing but is trying to cover his tracks.
Yeah, he's tried to make those excuses to cover his tracks. But you're right. Plainly in the text, she says, I'm 15 years old.
This guy was pretty muscular.
But he was proud of how he appeared, and he sent multiple pictures to this decoy, and he was very, very fit. And when he came in and you were sitting with him in the interaction, I began to get nervous.
He tensed up a little bit.
Yeah. Standing up and appearing to be aggressive, and I'm thinking any minute now my guys are going to have to come busting in and take him down. And sure enough, at the very end of his conversation, he tried to get out as fast as he could, and
he didn't get very far.
Unfortunately, we had people ready for that.
And there's talk of sex.
Correct.
Now, if a fellow is that concerned about meeting somebody who's of age, why would they go through all this and then still show up? Why not just walk away from it if you had concerns that she was underage?
If we only could really see into the mind of some of these criminals, predators, it truly probably would scare us to death, for one, but maybe we could really understand why they do what they do. Again, I keep going back to I've been binge listening to your podcast, and one 63-year-old man who used to be working in law enforcement said, I knew this was a sting, or I kind of figured that's what this was, but curiosity got the best of me, and I had to come see I've heard people, I've had to come see it for myself, and I needed to come see if Chris Hansen was here. You hear those excuses, but I think that really just boils down to people who, just the world is full of evil, the world is full of sin, and people who just want to fulfill their fleshly, lustly desires and are willing to risk it all, basically, to fulfill a fantasy or a sinful pleasure.
The investigation in Blount County, Alabama, was a joint effort between Sheriff Moon's office and Sheriff Chris Swanson of the Genesee County, Michigan Ghost Team, two law enforcement agencies teaming up one to teach the other how to combat child predators. Why was it so important for you to send a team to Blount County, Alabama to assist in what was essentially a ghost operation?
Well, I got people in this county that are from Alabama, but more importantly, I got a sheriff who wants to be a part of it. And when I have you as the conduit to make that happen, everybody wins.
It would be easy for a small county sheriff to say, we don't really have a big problem here. This doesn't need to be a priority for us. We've got other issues. What does it say that a sheriff in Blount County, Alabama, wanted your people to come in and show them how to do this sort of an investigation?
Most agencies have what I call the basic necessities to make anything happen. But what they don't have is the expertise on these kinds of predator stings. And the fact that he had a heart to want to do it and the willingness to have somebody from the outside come, that's the magic.
WatchTrueBlue.com is home to the full library of Takedown with Chris Hansen, true crime documentaries, and exclusive investigations.